Hello, and thank you so much for attending our first ever Digital Day with DISA. This will be our first year doing this format, but we're excited about it because it enables us to reach an even larger audience throughout the entire industry. Our hosts, our presenters throughout each of these sessions will be available the entirety of the hour to answer your questions. We actually recorded these just a couple of hours ago, so you can ask your questions at any time during the session. They'll be watching the session, listening to it as well as you will, and they can answer specifically what you're asking about. PDFs of the session will be available at the end of the session. There's a materials button at the bottom right. Just go ahead and click on that. We'll provide links for all of the relevant information that they're citing, as well as a PDF of the entire presentation. Attendees that are attending live, like yourself, hopefully, will be eligible for a drawing. At the end of the conference, we'll go ahead and give away a Nintendo Switch bundle, as well as a brand new iPhone 12 Pro, both of which would make a great stocking stuffer. So hopefully we'll see you in a couple more sessions. Each live attendance, that's one more entry in the drawing. If you have any questions about the services, the methodologies, technologies, or solutions that you're seeing in these sessions, if you'd like to get in touch with one of our sponsors, whatever your questions may be, please, there's a chat button at the bottom right of our website. Go ahead and click on that, and that'll put you in touch with one of our team members, and they'll get you taken care of. Finally, just a real quick thank you to all of our sponsors. I want to give a quick shout out specifically to our title sponsor, CRL, for sponsoring for 3 consecutive years in a row. It's extremely appreciated. Additionally, our platinum sponsors, OraSure, Samba Safety, Quest, and Psychomedics have all been extremely great to work with, and we're excited to have them back this year. Lastly, let me just go ahead and thank Faye Caldwell for presenting this session. And without any further ado, enjoy this session on marijuana laws and litigation strategies.
Okay, so if a session with one lawyer wasn't good enough, you're now going to get a session with 2 lawyers. Everybody is so excited, right? Okay, so other than my day job, one of the things that I've done for the last 20 years is I teach as an adjunct professor at Webster University. And so every semester I get a new group of students, and when they find out that I'm a lawyer, the first thing they do is they want to tell me their favorite lawyer joke. The good news is we actually have my favorite lawyer joke, which actually leads into what we're going to talk about today, and that is doctor, lawyer, and engineer are standing around talking about what is the world's oldest profession. And the doctor says, well, if you look in the book of Genesis, of course, God made woman by removing a rib from Adam, and that's a medical procedure, and therefore medicine is clearly the oldest profession. The engineer said, well, that's fine and dandy, but if you look a little earlier in Genesis, you'll see that God created order out of chaos. That is clearly an engineering function. So engineering is the oldest profession, and the lawyer smiles and says, where do you think the chaos came from?
Wow, what a great session. Thank you so much for attending. Quick survey just popped up. It'll only take a couple seconds if you just let us know what you thought of the survey and the presenter, and it just helps us improve in the coming years. Additionally, question and answer. If you have asked a question and it hasn't been answered yet, we'll reach out back to you within the next week. Also, our host will be available for the rest of this time frame, this hour, to answer any more questions that you have. Again, thank you so much for attending. We hope to see you in more sessions as the week goes on.